exciting to see the community grow in that way and become more diverse.
When we actually moved to the P Street space, and you had all the contractors, and like you had this whole vision, and at that time, oh yeah, and it seemed like such a huge space.
Yes.
Like it seemed enormous compared to when we were practicing it. I remember the one contractor, the head contractor, turning to his guys, and he was like, "Don't trust this little one right here, because she'll turn to you and smile and wink at you and try to get you to do her thing her way."
There were those hideous lights, and I really wanted them changed out to track lighting before our big event.
Oh.
And they were like, "Oh, that's just going to be too much effort." I'm like, "I'll get the ladder, I'll order, I'll do whatever you need."
We finally transitioned after months and months and months of waiting to 20th and P. And that was a very special place as well. I mean, it was very shabby chic, and there was a lot of clutter around, but it just worked at the time.
One of my first memories of the P Street space is working with Kevin and my partner Patrick to paint one of the walls. And every time I went to practice at P Street, I would want to practice next to my wall.
And Kevin did all the painting. He made it the beautiful pink, the Pepto-Bismol pink.
Oh, I did the sky, yeah.
Yeah, whenever I had chosen cotton colors that were atrocious. Kevin let me do it on my own. That was the problem.
I remember going upstairs,
Oh
and you were
my
like,
God.
"What do you think?" And I was like,
Honestly?
When the sun came in, the yellow and the blue together made everybody glow green. Everybody
it was like
green.
chartreuse.
Yeah, it was awful.
Painful.
I mean, we went from somebody else's structure to one that we could actually call our own and decorate as our own, and we could create a permanent yoga environment that represented tranquil space. So, and that went from colors throughout the different rooms. It felt much more real. It felt much more established, and it felt more like home because it was more permanent and not just a space that we were occupying.
The growth of the teacher community and the beginnings of karma yoga and really a stronger socially responsible business all were not only part of the growth of Kimberly's work and of Tranquil Space as a studio, but also really of Tranquil Space as a community.
So Kimberly and I talked about like where could we go next and where would make sense, and since I live near Maryland in the district, it made sense for me to do like Silver Spring, Bethesda area. So we just decided to take a leap of faith and to kind of go out this direction. We opened at a church in Bethesda in 2004. So it was November of 2004 that we first had classes that I taught. They were Tuesday and Thursday. And so we started over there and moved into the space we're in now in December of 2005. It's like a cozy little niche just below ground at metro level, but it is very convenient, especially on rainy, cold days, to just come from the metro and don't even have to step outside. So we have also a lot of people that have families. So we have people that are transitioning, either having babies or having little children, or they actually have kids in college. So I've got students that range. Some of my students, I've actually known them since we've been open in the 5 years here. They've actually sent 1 or 2 children now off to college. So it's been a great experience kind of getting to the community out here.
Gotten numerous requests for maybe 3 or 4 years to cross the river and go to Arlington. And finally in September of 2007 we did. It's been an amazing growth and an amazing budding community of yogis. We definitely brought our daisies and stars to put down for mat spacing, and we brought out our accoutrements, of course, all of our blocks and what have you. We brought this beautiful Buddha and this beautiful bamboo, and of course we have our lavender spray, and we have music playing. So it's all these small touches that we do in DuPont and in Bethesda that we have also, of course, translated to the Arlington studio.
after 5 years, just when we thought we got everything organized and we knew every nook and cranny of the old space and we had maximized our space, then we came to this gigantic space.
This space is fantastic. I mean, the baby class, the moms just roll their strollers right in and they park them, and that huge studio downstairs is perfect for them.
My design goal was Zen Princess. So I remember one night, quite late, I worked on putting together a collage that showed what Zen Princess was. And it's basically chandeliers and beauty infused with this feeling of Zen.
I think that was the best part, just kind of lovingly putting together our own little space and knowing that we could actually bring people up there any time of day to do our work, and people really enjoy it.
One of the big differences about this space was just being street level. You know, we'd have people coming by and looking in the window, and businesses were like, "Oh, are you guys going to open?" And we're excited to have a yoga studio in this space.
Very, very pleased, especially with all the reclaimed materials, the infusion of damask, the infusion of the girly touches, but in a place that hopefully still appeals to our male population.